Okay, that's the wrong side. Yay! Okay, so good morning, Facebook. Let me quickly see that you can see me here. That is in order. And LinkedIn is also able to see me. I just need to go live here. Go live. Sound is working there. Let me just quickly know that also the sound on Facebook is working, that you can hear me. Great. Okay, so good morning, everybody. Oh yeah, and my hair looks like, well, doesn't matter. So I'm not a model here, so that's all in order. I hope you all had an amazing long weekend. I definitely had an amazing weekend because I got married, yeah, on Saturday. We were able to do a small little ceremony in our garden with some friends, and lots of family and friends were also attending via Zoom, so that was really nice. So my parents were able to be there, and some other family members from, we had some viewers from Liechtenstein, from Germany, from Las Vegas, from Croatia, from New Zealand. So that was really, really fun, and a small little group here in our garden to attend our wedding. Okay, so what are we doing today? So yes, I will talk today about some guidelines to get funding specifically for startup businesses. Okay, so if you have any questions, thanks for the hearts. If you have any questions on Facebook, you just write the comments in there. I'm definitely able to read them here on my cell phone. And if you're on LinkedIn, you're also able to write some questions in the comments, and I'm also able to see them there. Let me quickly see if I can't align my computer to my cell phone so that, yeah, that's a little bit better, I think so. Then I'm not seeing all the time into the wrong direction, and you only see then my back of my head. Okay, so guidelines to gain funding for a startup company. Maybe quickly for some of you who don't know who I am, my name is Dagmar Breiling-Mareno, since 2 days, and I am a funding strategist, assist companies, access loans and grants, started Funding Connection a couple of years ago here in South Africa, and really grown it amazingly. So we minimum doubled, some years even tripled our sales from one year to the other. So we are writing, I don't know, between 30 and 50 business plans each and every month. We are submitting applications on a weekly basis to all the different financiers, and we are really successful being able to assist entrepreneurs to access funding for startup businesses, for expansions, successfully raised lots of grant funding available from the different funds. So I would say we know what we are doing, okay, and we have a couple of years of experience. I even have international experience. I'm sure you still can hear that I'm from Germany and not originally from South Africa. So yes, so, and what we get lots of questions about is that people ask us for some tips and tricks if you want to apply for funding for a startup. I need to have my glasses because I see that there are already some questions on Facebook. Let me just see then. Okay, so what do I need for the funders to fund me? That's definitely what we will talk about it. Lamini. Okay, I don't know what you want to say there, but okay, so if you have some questions, maybe I just say that up front on Facebook, use Messenger, okay? Brent is on the other side. He will be able definitely to answer all your questions and guide you in our team to the right direction. If you're on LinkedIn, I'm checking my LinkedIn once a day, please. Okay, so if you have any questions there, just message me in LinkedIn, and I will then be able to answer the questions you may have there. So if you want to start up your business and you want to apply for funding, okay, the main focus of your business is, please, you need to be able to earn money. Okay, your business model needs to be easy to understand. It needs to be simple. Yeah, if it's too complex, and I had a couple of times discussions with clients, then they said, here's a rebate and here is some loyalty program, and if they come again, then they get this. Forget this. Okay, so you may be able to implement these things later on. That's in order to be able to raise funding. Make it simple as possible. Financier wants to go to through your business plan and understand it. This is the product or service you want to offer. This is what the client gets. This is how they pay for it. This is how much they pay. This is your profit margin. This is your cash flow, your monthly income. This is how you are able to repay the loan. Yeah. So please, please, please make this business model itself simple. Don't make it complex and complicated. You're losing potential financiers. They don't understand it. They keep in mind they are getting so many different applications, and if they don't understand and say things, okay, I don't know what they really want to do here, forget about it, next. Yeah, there are too many options out there for you, for them to give funding. So, and it's an international thing. It's not only South Africa. Government institutions here in South Africa are the same. The business model needs to be simple and easy to understand, nothing complex, and you need to be profitable. If you are not profitable, you will not be able to raise funding as an entrepreneur. Okay, so we are not talking here about non-profit organizations. I'm excluding them clearly here. Yeah, so and then if you want to apply for funding, make sure your business model is clear. Have quotes for whatever you want. Let's say you want to raise R1 million. So, and then you know you need equipment for 500,000 rand. Don't thumbsuck. Yeah, state that clearly. This is the equipment I want to buy from this company. Here's the quote. This is what I need. This is the service they offer me. They maybe even help you to set that equipment up. They may maybe offer you training. These are the important things for a potential financier, you know. So are you getting the equipment from, I don't know where, some crazy country, and then you have a Chinese explanation in how to set that up and build that up? Does this guarantee that you will be successful? No, it will throw extra stones in your way. Yeah. Think about these things, think it through, and I'm sure you heard me before if you followed one of my of our webinars here. Setting up a business is like a big puzzle. Yeah. Usually, as an entrepreneur, you have an idea about sales and marketing and equipment and production and cash flow, and the business plan is there to make sure that everything fits together. Yeah. And so what I mean with this is that I saw business plans where somebody says, okay, we will manufacture 100,000 units a day, but they buy equipment and the equipment is only able to manufacture 50,000 a day. Yeah, so that means for 100,000 they would need to have minimum double shifts, and you're never ever even able, if you are a manufacturer, to manufacture at the highest point, highest quantity in any case. You know, you're always manufacturing at 80-90%, you know, so because then there is some setup times in between, some maintenance time in between. Yeah. Okay, so clear understanding about how much funding you need, for what exactly you need it, no thumb sucking, clear understanding about where you want to set up your manufacturing or your business. You know, I've seen things, you will laugh if I tell you this, you know. So somebody said, okay, so I have your 100 square meter office and we will be 100 people under salaries and wages and staff. I said, okay, how do you put 100 people into a 100 square meter office? Oopsie. Okay, so maybe I need a little bigger office? I think so. You know, so out of a sudden you understand what I mean with these things need to fit together so that you are able then to get the proper business. That's why it makes sense also to have a business plan so that you are able to get clarity. And if your financier asks you, okay, so 100 people, where are they working? Oh yes, there are only 3 people in the office, the 100 square meter is fine, all the other people are on the road in any case. And then you ask them, okay, so how many cars do you need? How many vehicles do you need? Yeah, thanks very much for all the hearts, I can see that, thank you. And you see, so that gives you as the entrepreneur drafting this business plan, going through all the different steps, so much more clarity, because out of a sudden you understand where things need to fit together, you know. Okay, let me see, there's another question. Like documents the CK business plan, or that's what I mean. Oh, okay. So yes, we can go later on about through all the documents. I can do that, but I think what I mentioned is you definitely need to have clarity. You need quotes. You need to have an offer to lease, because you need to know exactly where you want to set up your manufacturing or your business. You know, or you want to buy equipment and then the equipment needs 1,000 square meters, but you're only renting a place for 500 square meter. You know, so these things also the financier definitely will check. Yeah, they want to be sure that you are able to do what you want to do. So, and then of course, as a startup, doesn't matter if you want to apply for funding or if you want to invest your own money, please make sure you have some sort of offtake agreements in place. I personally experienced that when I was in Germany. People are saying to me, it's not a problem, Dagmar, we will use your services. We know you're able to do that. I didn't do any written things. I didn't ask them, I didn't write down, okay, so they will use me for so many hours as a consultant per month, willing to pay me that amount of money. I just relied on people talking to me and telling me, yes, this is what we want to do, and we know you're able to do that. And as soon as I was ready to go, and then they came up with, oh, not now, no, we decided we don't need that service anymore, you know. So if they have that in writing, you know exactly, it's not really a commitment, okay, from your potential clients, truth to be told. But if somebody gives that to you in writing and say, we need, I don't know, 100,000 toilet paper rolls a month, we will pay 3 rent and something per toilet paper roll, then there is a sort of commitment already from that other side, and your chances are definitely higher. Yeah. So that's why I always say, make sure you have a variety of potential customers. Don't only rely on one or two of these, and then if you think about 70-80% of your capacity goes to only one client, and this one client said, thanks very much, but we decided we don't need this product anymore, then you're in trouble, you know. So, but if it's only 10% of your total sales and they say, I'm so sorry, we don't need that, you are easily able to find somebody who will buy the 10% capacity from you, instead of finding one other person or company who will buy the 80% of your capacity. Spread your risk. Yeah, be wise with this. I know it's more work, it's a little bit more admin, of course, because you're not only sending one invoice per month, you are sending 20 or 30 invoices per month. and you need to keep track on everything. It's a little bit more complex, but you are reducing your risk dramatically, and this is what you want to do. Yeah. So do this, have lots of offtake agreements in place with a little bit smaller. Keep in mind the financiers still, don't make them too small, okay, because the financiers still want to feel comfortable and knowing that they at the moment in any case already order that amount of toilet paper or whatever else or that amount of services if you are a draftsman or something like this. Yeah. Okay, so we have offer to lease, quotes, offtake agreements. Definitely absolutely important. Most important thing, make sure your business is profitable. Not only profitable, being able to repay the loan, profitable also for you and you, so that this is a fun business for you to be in there. You're earning enough money so that your hard work really pays off. And spending a little bit more time on planning everything and not just running blindly into something is so much worth it. Yeah, I started a couple of different companies in Germany, but also here in South Africa. Some of them we were able to sell. Some of them I'm still running, others, and some of them I even failed. Okay, so I tried things, it didn't work out, reduce your risk. That's life, I would say. Okay, so that's just the reality of life. Okay, so now if you want to apply for funding, you of course also need to be absolutely clear about what the financier want to see in your business plan and in your application pack. Yeah, be clear about number one is where you can apply for. There are different financiers out there and government institutions. They are capable and able to assist startups. Also some enterprise development funds are available. Okay, and then if you want to do that on your own, read the rules and regulations. Yeah. So, and then make sure you fit in there. And if you are not 100% sure, then before you even submit, you call them and you say, okay, according to your rules and regulations, this is what I need. I don't have that. Is this a make or break point? Are there some ways I can get around it? Yeah. And if they say, no, you will be declined if you don't have this or you can't show this, then you need to find another fund or need to make plans how to get what you need. Yeah. And other financiers, definitely for startup, will need business plans, even for an expansion. Even if you want to buy an existing company, you need a business plan. Yeah. And so that means you need to be absolutely stating clearly all about your business, who's managing it, what is your experience, how much money you need, for what exactly you need it, who are your customers, who's your target market, what makes you special, what are your competitors. You know, all these things need to be clearly stated in the business plan. As a financier, you want to feel comfortable that I know this is a startup. They obviously never ever did run a business before. So what is their expertise? Why would I give them my money? Why would I trust them that they are able to repay the loan? Yeah, keep that in mind, and then make sure the financier feels really, really comfortable with you and say, okay, you tick all the boxes. You obviously were able to read what documents they need. So all the documents are there. Your admin is obviously good because your application form looks nice and not and is filled out neatly. And if your handwriting is a disaster like mine, use somebody else with a good handwriting. If you have the possibility, fill out the forms on the computer and then just sign it. You know, so make a good first impression. Yeah, Your application is the first impression you make to a financier. Wow them. You know, that's your goal. You want to wow them. You want to make it as easy as possible for them. Yeah, that's why people are also paying us, because we know exactly what they want to see. We have the experience. We sort the application according to the requirements out for our clients and submitting then on their behalf. Same thing why people ask us to do the business plan for them. We've done that so many times. We know exactly, we are getting feedback weekly from the financiers. We know exactly if some rules and regulations may be changed. Maybe out of a sudden they want feasibility studies. Maybe out of the sudden they, from one day to the other, land bank decided not to finance government employees anymore. You know, so we are really quickly there with giving our clients feedback and saying, okay, this is possible, this is not possible. Yeah. So, and then make sure there is a list with requirements, fill out the forms, make sure you have all the required documentations, so that you wow the other side and they say, okay, they obviously, they are startup, they have not really experience with businesses, but they really put lots of effort into it. You know, not just put it together and then submit and it looks like crap. Yeah, please, please, please. I've seen this. You will laugh at me, but I promise you I've seen that. Yeah. And at the moment with COVID, whenever you think about starting a business, also absolutely important, think about what impact COVID has at the moment onto your business. And think about if this is impacting your business positively or negative. You know, and if it's impacting it positive, then you need to explain to the financier how you can overcome this. Yeah. So, and nobody at the moment really knows how long this impact will be here in this world, how long there will be travel regulations, and even if the travel regulations are lifted, how many tourists will be there. Doesn't everybody think twice? You know, so Ben and I, we wanted to go for a honeymoon, but we just decided, okay, so at the moment, just let's wait a little bit. I think they say the peak will be in September, so we will do our honeymoon a little bit later, and then hopefully maybe we are even able to go abroad and go somewhere to a beach and not being here in South Africa, you know. Although I love Durban, I love North and South Coast, I've been there a couple of times, and for me it's still, as a German, exotic enough for me that I really feel it is a proper holiday, you know. So, but all these things, if you want to start your business, think about what impact does COVID has on your business. Will there be any restrictions? Yeah. Okay, so no, I can't help a Sri Lankan company to get funding. And keep in mind, I know you are interested in these low interest rates from abroad. That is fine, but they all have, they add number one in insurance for the exchange rate because it can be volatile, and they have another insurance also for an added interest rate for the risk in your specific country, you know. So usually and international, I know from Europe and also the US, their minimum investment abroad is usually 10 million euros, 10 million US dollars minimum. Okay, depending on the funds, it can be even more. Yeah. So, okay, what institutions? Let me quickly see. Okay, Languta, please do me a favor, contact us via Facebook Messenger. Okay, Brent will be able to answer all the questions you may have. Then we have here Kenlan, what institutions provide startup funding in South Africa. All institutions provide startup funding in South Africa. Okay, IDC, Land Bank, CIFA, and NEF all will do that. Yeah. So you just need to be able to prove that how much funding you need, how will you be able to repay the funds, specifically with the offtake agreements. Yeah. Okay, great. Cedric is also watching. Thanks very much. I see that there are a couple of people in Facebook. There are a couple of people here also in LinkedIn. Great. I love doing these short webinars on usually Monday morning. Today, just yesterday, was a public holiday. That's why we do that here on Tuesday. Each and every Monday morning, 10 o'clock. I will talk about different topics. Although we share invites through our social media, but if you don't get that and you're in here, definitely have a look what we are up to. Okay, so I hope I got you some clarity. You can do these things on your own. It's not a problem. Let me tell you, my first business plans took me weeks. But if you want to do that, please feel free to do that. If you want our support, please contact us on LinkedIn. Just send me a message. Please be aware I'm only checking once a day on LinkedIn. On Facebook, Brent is there in the morning, definitely answering all your Facebook messages, so that we are able there to assist and help you. We give lots of information out free of charge, but of course also we charge for our business plans, for our support to apply for funding. We have some coaching, what we do here. We are just developing a new coaching program, what we will share in the next couple of days with you. I'm absolutely excited about this. And yes, even a startup, don't get afraid. You are able to raise funding with it. Yeah. So for it, it is a little bit more challenging, but it's not impossible, you know. So, and if this is what you want to do it, you know. I promise you there will be lots of hurdles. There will be mountains to climb for you. I promise you that, you know, but it's so much worth it, you know. So please don't give up easily. Keep in mind what you really want to achieve, what you want to achieve in your life, and starting your own business is definitely so rewarding, and it takes lots of work in the beginning. I don't want to lie. It is not an easy task, but it's not impossible, you know. So, and having some guides, consultants, mentors on your side, being able to assist you, to guide you here through this process, definitely will increase your success dramatically, you know. So that's why I highly recommend start your own business. Don't rely on government only to help and feed your family. Leave a legacy for your family and your children. Make sure that they can take over your business and are also set up properly. Okay. So there was one, Bridget. Is it possible to receive startup capital when you don't have any collateral from banks or different institutions? NEF does that with no collateral. Your chances just are smaller. And even if you don't have collateral, I always say have a business plan. See if you can't approach clients or customers. Okay. And specifically if your business is a BE, and I assume just because of your name, level 1, 100% woman-owned, BE level 1, 100% woman-owned business, you may be even able to access enterprise or supplier development funds, you know, and there your 10% are. Yeah. So only if there is one hurdle, don't give up. Please, please, please don't give up. Just go forward, and because if you go forward, you then see some doors are closing, others are opening, and then you say, okay, now this is my only challenge. Now how do I overcome it? You know, it's like thinking about you know these stories. So think about a little kid wants to learn to walk, where they only start trying it once or twice and say, okay, I'm obviously not able to walk, I'm leaving it, bye, that's it. You know, and if you think, okay, I want to ride a bicycle as a little kid, will you just start with, before you learn to walk, to ride the bicycle? No, you will say, okay, I will figure that out later, let me first start with the first steps. Same thing with your business. Yeah. Okay, Ash, I am interested in setting up an appointment for a walkthrough with regards to the process of business in a box. Must I do this through Brent? Yes, please do that. He can do that. And is it a must to have more than one director or owner in a business? No. You can be there can be one shareholder. It's absolutely not a problem. If you have a non-profit organization, then you need to have more directors, and I'm not sure if they are called directors in an NPO, but yes, then you need to have minimum 3 people. Yeah, but a business, PTY, one shareholder, no, absolutely no problem. Okay, with any questions, please ask Brent here, send me a message here on LinkedIn. I'm definitely able to answer that, and will guide you and help you and assist you. Okay, I wish all of you an absolutely amazing, successful new week. Okay, and we will see us next week again. I don't know what we're talking about, so but we will figure that out. And yes, if you need our support and help and advice, just contact us. Take good care. Bye bye. Let me end that on LinkedIn. Okay, that's sorted. And now I say thanks very much for all your thumbs up and hearts. I can see that. Take good care. Bye bye.